What were you doing under there?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, horny Harry.
So, welcome back to Fanservice, and our topic today is memes. Now, you had a very interesting list that I don't understand why half of those things are funny. Like anti-joke chicken. Who the hell finds that funny, honestly?
I do. It's anti-joke
So,
people.
You asked what exactly a meme is.
Well, on a linguistic level, a meme is the smallest portion of a word that makes any sense. So if you see pre, it doesn't matter if it's prefix, precognition. You know pre, you know what that means. It means before, essentially. So on a linguistic level, it's the smallest thing that makes any sense. But on a pictorial level,
A meme is actually what cultures use to keep a record of their culture for future generations. Like if you look at cave paintings, those are technically memes from cavemen. You know, vintage photos taken because that's all they had. That was their history. Now,
but it's in both cases, it boils something down to the simplest common denominator.
Yeah,
is what the
it's
real meaning of meme comes down
simple
to.
pictures, simple words. However, do we really want the future thinking of us as Dolan jokes?
Yes!
Because let's face it,
Bad grammar? We already have that.
The fact of every Dolan thing you've ever sent me on Facebook, they're all involving trying to get man junk into Goofy's mouth.
Dude, yes, Gooby. That's
Yeah.
his name. Instead of Goofy,
Yeah.
it's Gooby.
No. They're trying to get their junk into Goofy's mouth. That's the whole point of that. How is
But there
that
are
funny?
other memes that are actually funny.
Like, I do like Velociraptor. That
How
one is
can you not
actually
like
really
Yes.
funny.
The Velociraptor, yes.
But the like rage face and things like that, it's just ugly art.
But it's not the art. It's just the. I don't know. It's just real life situations. That's what
Real
makes
life
it confusing.
situations
That you
for
could
real?
compare to yourself. Yes.
You think memes are real life situations? There's a joke. There's a not joke chicken telling you bad jokes.
Yeah, I usually do that.
I would say one of the ones where we're backing you up on this. Some of my favorite are the ones that mash up different fandoms. So you'll see a picture of Gandalf with "Use the Force, Harry" next to it, and then the quote is Jean-Luc Picard. And you just look at it and you're like, it hurts my brain just to look at that. And there's tons of those. Those crack me up, and those will be relevant to future generations because they'll look at it and go, there's 3 things here, and I don't know what those 3 things are. Maybe we should go watch some movies or some TV from that era.
I can see that, but then you get things like overly obsessed girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Okay, I don't.
It's overly attached.
Okay,
actually.
you need to explain to me why.
Oh my God. She just said.
You need to explain to me, Clyde, why you are so into these things, because that's all you post all day on Facebook. I know because I see them all day.
Okay, honestly, all I do is work. That's all I do at work. I just take
That is your
calls.
job.
Yeah, that's
You're
my job.
Someone pays
Actually,
you to post crazy
I
memes.
get paid to read memes. That's what I do.
How do I get this job? Because I have to do this thing called work.
We ought to do things called
I'm
work.
sorry, but that's a secret. I'm gonna keep that. You know, I don't want no one else taking my job.
So
I-
why are you so attracted to these things?
It's hilarious. You know, like it's really hard to make me laugh. To me, it's if I find something funny, I'll give it a good chuckle, but it's very hard for me to make me laugh, especially when I go to work and then I get to look at memes. It just brightens up my day. You know, like, oh my God, I want to go to work. Oh, memes. They're there to make me laugh. It's funny. It's just funny. I don't know. They just are. I can't
think
explain.
The other problem I have is they're all so easy to do. Let's just throw random words on a picture. I don't see the significance of having
Well, it
someone.
doesn't have to be deep humor. That's actually kind of the point of it. The point is, here's something that you can look at for 2 seconds. It'll make you giggle. Maybe you'll share it with other people for a quick giggle, and then you'll move along if you get the same cultural reference. If you don't get the same cultural reference, then it's boring as hell, and you just do whatever else you're going to do.
Thank
I
you.
get most of the references.
welcome.
That's not a problem. My problem is there's much better things to be looking at and sharing on the internet.
So what he's saying is he has no sense of humor and dislikes the fact that other people do.
Get out.
No, I mean, I will admit, I have laughed at quite a few that you sent, but the Dolan ones get really old really quick.
No, wait. The Dolan ones have kind of gone down.
Like
a
the
little
last
bit.
3 sent, he threw Huey into the fire. I was like, really? That's the joke.
What
you're
makes it
gonna
funny
throw?
too is also the bad grammar. Like the ways they write please, it's just PLS.
However,
Please.
when I send texts and emails with misspellings, I get raked over the coals.
Yes.
No one laughs at that
You're
because
white.
there's
You're
not
supposed to be good at
pornographic ducks
spelling.
in it, you know?
Is that our job?
Yes.
The fact that you can read off of my reflection here means I'm supposed to be good at spelling?
Yes, or good at English. Period.
Okay,
I'm
I'm good at
brown. I'm bad at English. I do not know how. how more I can tell you.
You're just
I'm
proving
doling.
it. I don't know how more I can tell you.
There you go.
Excellent, horrible
Yes.
sentence construction
Woo.
there, sir.
And so, where did these things start?
I wish I knew.
What was the outbreak meme that started this whole, like, I saw the original Overly Obsessed Girlfriend one. And I saw exactly where they just
much older
clipped it
than
out.
that. As I
They're-
was saying
yeah,
earlier,
way
when
older.
dinosaurs roamed the earth and your phone had to be connected to the wall via cord, I remember things like,
Pepper Bridge Farm, remember? See, that's a meme.
well, I was going to say, all your base are belong to us. That's one of the oldest ones that like really sticks in my head because I really remember seeing that. And it was hysterical for like 7 days, maybe 8, you know? And there were several others that came after that I can't remember right now because they don't, well, there was the lightsaber kid.
Nope.
You don't remember like the fat kid with the lightsaber getting out there and kind of doing his dance?
Nope.
Okay, well, I hate to break it to you, memes are older than you are probably.
And I agree with that.
And that's kind of
It's
some of the
way
point as well. Like, it made people laugh. It was topical in the moment. He doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about with either of these. So it's
Is it sad that I do?
we're historians of the internet over here. Don't assume this makes us old.
Back
or
in the day, we
anything.
used to have that dial-up noise. If someone wanted to call, we were screwed. Also, games came on giant floppy disks like that, and you got to play Pong.
Hey,
if
that's
you were
awesome
lucky.
though.
I
like
remember the cartridges with the art. With the
You blow on
Atari.
it. If it works, yes.
If it
Nah.
doesn't work, you just keep blowing and
Yes.
trying. No, I really want to know, like, it's just, like, they even make the meme generators where you just
Yeah.
pick a picture. And there's no skill in that. Like, some of them, like, Velociraptors, awesome. And the ones where they mix, like, the ones with, I will admit, let's try that ones where it's like Hermione, her friend, her lover left her, she went to save the world, and everyone else, and then I want to kill myself because I want to be with the sparkly vampires, the last one. They're always making fun of
Yeah.
Twilight. Those
Yeah.
are funny because it's more than I get them, it's just, but then after 4 of them, I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Well, the point is, because of the way that sharing happens these days on Facebook and other social networks, if you've got someone that posts a ton of those, maybe you've seen all of them, but most people have fewer than 200 Facebook friends. It's true if you actually look it up statistically.
I have
Less
less
than
than 300.
200.
I have less than 300.
Yeah,
Just say that.
but the point is, you don't have if you're like me and you've got like 1,200 or so, you've got this flood of constant things like that, so you might see the same thing over and over.
I get a
but
flood
if
of
you've only
constant
got
things from him.
if you've only got 200 and you don't have someone that's sending you nonstop memes, these things are funny because you really are only seeing 2 or 3, and then you go and make 2 or 3 of your own. They might spread around, but it's a very shallow pool. It doesn't actually get. None of these get spread as far as you would think they do.
Which I find odd because they have whole sites dedicated to them, and they're like massively visited and trafficked.
Yeah.
And you just click through, and it's like, okay, it's the same jokes over and over and over again with different words. Okay, here's one with the dog. Here's one with the squirrel face. Okay.
But there's been some interesting research actually about how doing that repetitive distraction work makes you feel productive. I mean, it's kind of like feeding a mouse some pellets. Psychologically, it's the exact same
I'm probably
thing.
the rat because that makes me work.
Yeah, and so you get that psychological feeling that you've done something because you've clicked on something new or you've looked at something new, even though it's the same thing and you're not actually getting anything productive done.
Where was that? Because I could have sworn I read something almost exactly like that.
You probably found it on the internet.
Oh.
There might have been a meme
When I'm
about
not looking
it out
at
there.
memes, that's right, because that's not what I do.
You have no life. You have no
Says the
humor.
man who
Do any
sends
of us
out
were here today?
a million memes a day.
point.
Really? And you always send out those Dolan ones, which I don't
I
understand.
stopped
the real
sending them.
point
I
is
kind of
he
stopped
hates
sending those.
Dolan.
I don't like the Dolan ones because you get the little cartoon man junk sticking up from off frame, and he's just the goofy staring at him. I was like, okay, I've
funny.
seen enough of those today.
Penises are funny.
I agree, actually.
Yes, I have one and I look at it and laugh. Not
I
because
look
it's
at them and
small.
laugh too.
It just looks funny.
Yeah, your stupid, horny Harry ruined me, literally.
It ruined him for
I'm not
penises.
thinking-
Gentlemen, he is off limits.
Bad luck,
Off
Brian.
limits, simply because
Bad
it was
luck,
just like
Brian.
a collage of giant man crotches with a little Harry Potter picture in the middle. I was like, okay, let me click that one. And it was about the invisibility cloak. I watch you when you shower. Well, that's just kind of creepy, you know? You have to sneak in there with the invisibility cloak. Hope you don't splash. Hope she's not doing something embarrassing in the shower. I overthought that one. I think I
Yeah.
just overthought. I think
Maybe
that's
it's-
my
I
problem.
think that's
You
what
were
you do.
distracted
You
by all the
overthink all your
penises.
memes and then
I
you don't find
overthink
them
a lot
funny.
of those, and I don't understand why people are sending this out when there's better things on the internet
Okay,
to send out.
what is it that you feel like people should be doing? Here's the thing: to share a meme, you click a button and then you move along with your life, right?
Yeah.
You might do it 17 times in a row, or 917 in his case,
It's
but
more like 9 or 17 in this case. trust me.
but what you're asking people to do instead is consciously stop working, go find something productive and constructive to send out, and then thoughtfully put that out there.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't you actually work instead of surf Facebook all day?
That's the thing. People need, at my job, people call me. I don't call them, so I wait for a call, so I'm just reading memes. So like,
And you
what
need
is
something that's brief and distracting that is
Yeah.
not going to be a commitment. It's something that you don't actually have to, like, if I'm going to sit down and play Myst on my computer, I'm committed to that for a while.
Missed. You aged yourself right there.
I like it I like it on
Myst.
my phone. Shut up.
Wow, that takes me back to the day.
Anyway, if I'm going to do something that requires some time and attention, if I'm going to sit down and write an article, I can't do it if I'm working at a job where I'm going to be distracted because I'm going to have to put it down and have an instant phone call. So if it's something that you just have to kill time till the work comes to you,
Yeah,
you can drop it at any second. You're not losing anything by dropping it right then. It's the reason that the really easy social games are so popular. You can put down Angry
I'm
Birds.
guilty of that.
Oh,
no life
that's
here.
okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
heaven forbid you stop by Meme Base and visit anything that
I
have
broke
their
down and started
products.
playing Angry Birds Star Wars. After I complained for months, I know. Don't-
And
don't
it's the
judge me.
same thing.
It's the
Just
same
like
thing.
You're, yeah, okay.
So,
Yes.
all right, I get some of the memes, but what about the
Memes.
Are memes? Sorry. What, are there really bad ones out there that not even you like?
Uh,
Wow, you have to. think about
well, I
this.
kind of like you said. I started liking the Grumpy Cats. Now it's
Yeah.
just going down. It's just
Is
like,
the Grumpy Cat the one that's got like the black patches around the eyes?
yeah,
It just has a very
Happy.
angry looking
And it's all like,
expression.
no, it's
Yeah.
the response for everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who owns that cat?
You know his name is. I think his name was Meatball or something, or Spaghetti Meatball. That was the name of the cat.
Who names a cat spaghetti meatball?
People who name cats Spaghetti Meatballs, I guess. Or it had Meatball in the name. But yeah, like he came out in Good Morning America, I think.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This cat was on Good Morning America because he's become a meme?
Have you ever heard of the photogenic guy? You know?
Yes. Okay. Now
He came out in
deserved-
Good America.
He deserved to be on
Why?
Good
Because
Morning
he's
America.
hot or something,
Yes,
right?
that's exactly why he deserved to be on Good Morning America. That's a damn good looking man.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Pete's.
We reward beauty.
That we do. So, you didn't answer the question. Anyone you don't like?
No, they're all good memes except the ones like if.
Except?
I don't know. They're all good.
It's humor. You know it when you see it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll just answer for him.
There is no bad ones for me. I'll probably get a little tiny chuckle once in a while.
So, you say you've got like 1,200 people on your Facebook. How many memes do you get a day?
I don't get. I was about to say I don't get that many, but a lot of mine are very specialized. So I get a whole lot of Doctor Who things, for example, because hello, surprise. I get a bunch of Firefly things.
Wow, that is a big surprise.
So mine are all very targeted. And that's part of what I was saying earlier when I said it's all about being part of a subculture that you're going to find funny. Because most of these things, if I put up, there's one that's gone around several times. That's Superman entering the TARDIS and trying to change out of his Clark Kent clothes
I haven't
into.
seen that one.
I've seen it multiple times, but it's only funny if you like Superman and like Doctor Who. Otherwise, you're looking at it like, what the hell?
I seen that one.
So, memes
Memes.
seem to be
Yee.
entirely relegated to the social media realm.
Yes.
If we weren't in the age of Facebook and Twitter and
It would
Well,
suck.
actually, that's where
it
you're
would
wrong.
Suck. It
The
would
Victorians had them. The Victorians had them via telegraph, believe it or not.
Suck. It would suck. not to
yeah,
have
but were they
memes.
as bad as ours? I mean,
Oh, they were terrible.
What was the
Cockney
Victorian
rhyming slime?
A what?
Cockney rhyming.
Cock.
Cockney rhyming slang.
Horny Harry
I'm
started it
sorry.
all.
What is Cockney
See?
rhyming slang?
I can't. I'm not Cockney. I can't actually pull it off
Okay.
at all.
I didn't know if it was like a
but-
dirty limerick or something.
No,
or...
no, it's I'm blanking on specific examples because again, it's not something I do, but it's an English type of slang where they'll take words that rhyme with the actual words and then put them together. So they'll say something that seems completely nonsensical, like beans and toast means something about putting your clothes on or something like
The
that.
hell?
So you're saying that if we didn't have the internet, I mean, if we didn't have like Facebook and Twitter, we'd be faxing memes to each other?
People did that back in the day. People did it also with telegraphs and whatnot. Tons of crazy things they were sending with telegraphs.
So maybe I'm just really behind the times here and just now paying attention to something that's been around forever. Mm-hmm. And I don't hate it as much now.
When you said faxing, I mean, like one of my earliest jobs, they still had a fax machine, and I was amazed because we would actually get these things faxed. We would actually get lolcats faxed.
Oh my god.
What?
Lolcats faxed on the fax machine.
Lolcats?
Lolcats, Lolcats.
Oh, I think I remember that.
doesn't know what lolcats are?
I don't even know that.
I'm telling you.
disagreeing with you.
I am not into the memes. That's why it was good to actually hear it, because I get sick of the crap you send all day long.
So what he's actually saying is these shows are just a venting session because he doesn't want to pay for therapy. Tune in, folks.
Yeah, these are my therapists. They're not very good, so I'm in the mood for a new therapist. If you would like to, you can email me here at this website down there. No. Going back to the idea of this is what future generations are going to see us as. Do we want them to see us as perverted Disney
But they're really
pornos?
not, is the thing. It only makes, I mean, the ones that I was mentioning earlier with, all our base are belong to us, the first one that kind of showed up in my memory, I still think it's kind of funny because it was one of the first ones that I remember. But he doesn't even know what it is. You probably don't know what it is.
I do.
I'm going to have to look that up.
I'm as old as you. I remember those.
But the real point
Portable
is,
Japanese spelling.
those are not, they're not something that has any cultural importance. People aren't talking, other than the two of us right now in a nostalgia way, aren't talking about them.
Oh, the good old days.
The good old days of all our bases belong to us. But in all seriousness, like, we're not still talking about the Victorian ones unless you're a Victorian historian. We're not talking about the crazy things with World War II that were sent via SOS, not SOS, but sent via Morse code, which had some crazy stuff they were sending around just for giggles.
Boy, I'm glad you're smarter than any of us, because I would never have thought about that.
Well, I mean, think about it. It's the same principle as you sitting at work waiting for a call. Guys on a ship waiting for a battle. What are you doing? You're sitting there watching the telegraph, watching something come through, and until a message comes through, you're bored. You're sending off the equivalent of dirty messages to people and bad jokes all day long.
What would a bad joke in World War II be?
I'm not going to pretend to. They were dirtier than anybody
Dude,
thinks
I
they
probably know a
were.
couple, which I'd rather just keep that to myself. Yeah, so I don't even do that.
They were actually kind of shockingly dirty is the one thing I remember.
It's amazing, right? When you think about how dirty they actually used to be. Like, ankles were the most shameful thing ever. And
Well,
like
Look at
those
that
old
ankle.
vintage
Look at that
porn,
ankle.
they're all like in high laces and stuff, and you're just like,
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
really?
Ankles.
It's kind of, oh God, I'm going to sound like such a perv when I say that. It's funny that you say that because the actual porn from that era is crazily dirty. Like, it's all tons of orgies and, like, I can't really get in that position because we're on respectable television, but
You can do it off camera, we'll watch.
but there'll be like literally like a line of men with a woman with her corset down, pulled down to here, and her skirt splayed up and her legs up and everything, like arrows pointing at her vagina.
Okay, I don't know how we went from memes to porn. I blame Clyde.
When you were saying that they were so much cleaner back then, at the same time they're like, oh, ladies' ankles. They're also producing all these really dirty things. And so the same thing with the Greatest Generation, with, oh, our grandfathers were such respectable men and things along those lines.
No, they weren't.
You should see, like, even on the ships, they would have these things like, don't go sleeping with all those whores, boys, because you're going to come home with syphilis. And, like, that's their version of right next to a calendar of pinup girls.
Okay.
Take a look at that. Don't bring home anything that you want to give your children.
So for those like me, memes have been around forever. Get used to it. They're not going anywhere, obviously. If you're friends with Clyde, you can just block him on Facebook. You won't get them. And that was enlightening, to say the least.
That was fun.
And we learned about vintage porn. Where else can you learn about that except in a show like ours? I mean, come on.
That's why they keep bringing me around.
And I'm going to go home back and watch it now.
The penny machine.
Yes,
with the
I know
crank.
which one you're talking about. Yes.
Pyro, we have a review next, so get ready.
How would you masturbate to that?
Like this, real carefully. No, we're not acting it out.
I don't know.
I like how his hand is both circling, like, I'm not sure how it works down there.
Oh, anyway, so that was our meme talk.
Meme.
I'm sorry, I've always called him memes. That's what it looks like. It's me.
I used to call him that. Don't worry, at first, and I got corrected. Now it's me.
Well, I'll be corrected many more times.